everybody, Sensei Grizzly for your June Ask the Grizzly episode. We're still focusing on workouts that you can do at home with little or no equipment other than a timer. With me today is Chris Lutz, who is a blue belt from Octagon MMA, where Team Grizzly is headquartered, and he's going to be helping me with the demonstration today. As with any workout, we're going to start with the prep drill and then move through other drills within the endurance and mobility section. So we're going to be making sure that we warm up all the right structures so that we're mitigating our risk for a lot of the injuries that you see novice runners acquire pretty quickly, and the chronic injuries that more experienced runners that really don't take the time to properly warm up seem to get. So we're trying to do things that avoid shin splints and stress fractures and sciatica in the hips. All right, so we'll time a lapse of the prep drill before we move into the other phase of this endurance and mobility session. All right, so starting with the bend and reach. So that completes the prep drill. So now we're going to get into something that we haven't talked about before. So we'll expand a little bit on it for the sake of this video demonstration. This is the hip stability drill. So just like the shoulder has a rotator cuff, so do the hips. And getting blood flow to the rotator cuff in your hips, loosen up those synovial fluids, and keeping the muscles of the rotator cuff balanced are really important for staving off the stress fractures and the sciatica, which are common overuse injuries for runners. Okay, so the first exercise is the lateral leg raise. So we're gonna lay down on our side, feet stacked. And at a slow cadence, we raise our leg no more than shoulder height. And exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, halt. From here, we're going to plant the top leg and move into the medial leg raise. This is not a dramatic movement. Your foot will probably only going to come up so high in line with your shoulder. And exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, halt. From here, we're going to get our body in a straight line, legs bent at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to do the bent leg raise. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, halt. Again, we extend our feet. This time we're going to separate our feet just shoulder width apart. We're going to do the single leg tuck. So you bring your knee in line with your waist. And exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, halt. Same business, opposite side, starting with the feet stacked, the lateral leg raise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. progressing to the medial leg raise. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, halt. Then the bent leg lateral raise. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, halt. And then finally the single leg tuck. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, halt. And then everybody's favorite of the hip stability drill is the single leg over, okay? So you lay down flat on your back, head on the deck, opposite hand, palm down on the ground. We're gonna start with our left leg. So we grab behind the pocket of the knee, pulling the leg to the side. You feel the stretch all down your hip. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. We relax, same business, opposite side. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. And that concludes the hip stability drill. From here we're going to move into the first movement drill, okay, which is we're still in the warm-up phase before we get to the main body of our endurance and mobility session. So the movement drill consists of 3 different exercises: verticals, laterals, and the shuttle sprint, okay? So you need approximately 30 feet of runway, which we have right here. Okay, if you're doing this alone, you know, it doesn't really matter where you start, which way you face, but if you do it with a partner, you want your partner to kind of face you. So we're gonna start actually with verticals. So we're gonna face the direction of travel. So this is done at a moderate pace. When I'm doing this, I'm intentionally trying to bring my knees up high to get all that blood flow into these structures. So I start single leg forward and go. And I'm just moving, trying to keep my knees up, pumping my arms naturally to 30 feet. We turn around into the stagger stance and go. From here, we move into the laterals. So Chris, is my partner, is going to face me. We're going to go into a horse stance, okay? And we're slowly going to laterally step, trying to stay together, and go. Butt to the ground, keeping that horse stance, forcing the blood flow into the big legs. All right, same business, opposite way, working the other side, and go. All right, next is the shuttle sprint. So on the shuttle sprint, you jog down, stop and turn, jog back, stop and turn, and then sprint through the end, okay? So we'll do this together the first time, and here we go. So we jog down, we're gonna stop, pivot, jog back down, stop, pivot, sprint through. And then we do it a second time. So we're gonna jog, stop, pivot, jog, stop, pivot, sprint through. At this point in time, we have completed the warm-up phase for our endurance and mobility session. So on alternating days, you have two different main portions that you can do. Everybody knows how to do a sustained distance run, okay? So whether your goal is for 2, 3, 4, 5 miles, whether your goal is to sustain a jog for 20 minutes, that is your A day for an endurance and mobility session. We're going to demonstrate the B day, which is working on your fast twitch fibers for sprinting purposes. So we're gonna do a workout today called the 30-60s, okay? So we do 8 intervals of the 30-60s. We're gonna start with a quarter-mile jog. We'll be using the street and the cul-de-sac for the sake of the demonstration. And then you do 8 30-second sprints punctuated by 60-second walks between sprints. And when you sprint, you want to go about 75%ing your speed so that you can sustain it for 8 intervals. When we're done with the main portion of the workout, we'll come back so that we can demonstrate the 300-yard shuttle sprint. We'll see you there. All right, gang, so at this point, we have done the prep drill, we've done the hip stability drill, we have done the movement drills, all as a part of the warm-up phase. We completed 8 repetitions of the 30-60s, which is the main portion of the endurance and mobility training session. What we're gonna do is we're gonna finish up with the 300-yard shuttle sprint. And what this is designed to do is burn out the last of your fast twitch fibers before you transition into the recovery drill. So I'm gonna start first. We're gonna time lapse everything, okay? And then my partner Chris, he'll follow after me, okay? Endurance and mobility session are complete. As previously described in other tutorials, we're going to do the recovery drill starting with the overhead arm pull. All right, so today for endurance and mobility, we opened up with the prep drill, transitioned to the hip stability drill and the movement drill, all of which are for both warming up and injury prevention. The main workout today was the 30-60 sprint interval workout. Remember, you should be alternating that on an A-day, B-day basis with your 20-minute sustained run. Okay, whether we do the 30-60s or the sustained run, we finish off with a 300-yard shuttle sprint to burn out the last of our fast twitch fibers, and then always we do the recovery drill to close out to try to ward off post-exercise muscle soreness. I am Sensei Grizzly, my partner Chris Lutz, and this has been your June edition of Ask the Grizzly. Stay healthy, everybody.